sent me a Steam message, or he never talked to me on Skype about it. He just like straight up said like, I can't believe you do this shit. Like, I don't know why you like would keep so much of this stuff away from me. Thanks, brother. I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing today? That's good. Alrighty. I guess I'll introduce myself. I'm Cloudy, or formerly known as Slushy. Was once a global supermod and RP supermod, and I was invited to do this podcast to explain what I've done on Pandahut so far and why I came back. I've been playing Pandahut servers, I don't even know, since like December of 2016, I believe. So, like 3 years. I finally made a forums account in like February, I think, but I first played in December. What do I most like about the Pandahut community? I don't know. It's just a pretty nice, active community. It's always been pretty strong. It's gone through its phases throughout time, but like different staff and different roles. But I mean, it's always been a pretty strong community. How did you start your Pandahut career from a noob to a police chief at present day? Do you want me to start from the very beginning? Like, how I even figured it out? Alright, so I used to play on these servers called, it was like Pumpkin SL, and this guy named Diamond Pumpkin always ran it. And I had this friend I met on there, his name was Insta Gaming. His name was Insta Gaming, and eventually, we played that together for about 7 or 8 months, like, consistently. And that was back in the TeamSpeak days, and eventually he like just would stop playing, and I tried to figure out what he'd do, and he went to like this other server, and it was 13. It was Pandahut 13. This was the first time I ever got on, and this fucking what's it called? Cleanse had that. This one Cleanse had that big ass hotel. I wonder if he remembers that. And that hotel got raided because eventually I bought it over. But like, I was an absolute nub to like roleplay. Like, I didn't know any of this existed. Like, before on like Pumpkin SL servers, like everything was vanilla, and like we got everything ourselves. Like, this is all new to us, and like it was a really weird transition. And like over time, I started getting like, that's when the first person I met was Chaosius or Storm, which is kind of ironic if I'm going to continue telling my story. So he was like essentially the leader of like I don't even remember, like the PSD or something. I don't know. I literally don't remember. It was like the original PEI like cop group, I guess. I don't know, like OG shit. That was a long time ago. Where there was like a bridge and you had to go take people to the prison. Alrighty, so like, we just kept on playing over time. I like met a lot of new people and staff. I met Outspace during this point. I met Carr. I think he still plays today. This is a different name. I met Abstract Shadow back then. And that's was say the days of 13 when I really enjoyed it. And after like a couple months of consistently playing, and just like the server's getting more and more popular, and like KOS and stuff just got bigger. Eventually I applied for like moderator, like, because I got permission from Josh, I think. Josh or Queenie, I don't even remember. That was a long time ago, dude. we like. So the first time I failed, I didn't get mod, but I believe the second time is the one I actually got RP trial mod. And I was a RP trial mod for, I don't know, maybe like a month. And I got promoted to full mod, I guess, by Dutchy. I believe this is when I was a trial mod, is when all that stuff happened. I don't know if you're aware of that, AJ. All of that, Queenie and Josh, and this was like Pandahut 13 became Hawaii, I think. That's when around this time. It was quite an interesting time for Pandahut. So I was a full mod now, I guess. Just normal stuff. And eventually, I met Mushy in a TeamSpeak server. And I don't know, we talked for like, I don't even know, probably like fucking 8 hours that day, bro. Like from like 10 o'clock to like 6 in the morning or some shit. Like we just talked all night. It was like on a fucking school night too, bro. I didn't even like sleep that day. She was ass. Eventually me and Mushy became pretty close friends, like over time. I'm gonna let you type out this question because I see you're typing. Let's see what you gotta say. Alright, yeah, that's good. Speaking of your career, what changes do you find at present Pandahut RP servers comparing to Pandahut 10 and 13 back in this was 2017. I started playing at the end of 2016, I believe. At least I started playing Pandahut back then. Alrighty. I mean 10, that was back in the RPHD. That was when it's completely different today. Like I mean, like it was ruled by cops, like completely. Like there was like never a successful anything. I bet it's still somewhere. I bet you can find it on the forums. I was reading about like Dutchy and Flopped Up and all of them. That's whenever they came to fruition, I guess. 13 was heavily cop based back then as well. It was kind of like the FBI is today, just not as sophisticated. There was a lot more numbers, but like a lot less. Like not how it is today. Like today, you actually have to make applications and stuff. Back then, it was just like if you're a cop, we'd invite you to the group, and the only people that would like need perms is like 8 people. All right, so I'm just gonna pick up where I was. Me and Mushy started becoming pretty close friends. Eventually, got to the point where we'd like pretty much Skype call every single day, because TeamSpeak was whack, and like hello Jay and J Rock would always take Super Secret 3, so he gave me his Skype, and that's where we would talk on there. And you have to remember, back then Miku was gone. Miku was not in the picture. It was just me and Mushy. And eventually, we picked up Godlike, and we just started having like a treyway call every single day. Just like talk about whatever stupid shit, handle like staff applications or like whatever, just do anything. And I eventually became global staff at that point. Like it wasn't very difficult having Mushy on my side. And like I heard about Miku at that point, but like no one, I had never seen her before, and neither had anyone like in previous years. Like, I had just heard about her previously. I don't exactly remember why she left, but eventually we'll get to that. We'll get to when she came back. So I don't even know where to start. Okay, let's just say we're in like May right now. I think I'm a super mod right now. I'm a global super mod and an RP super mod at this point. I am pretty active. I am well known in Pandahut community, I could say. And what's it called? This was the days of me, Enigma, and Polar. That shit was fun. Fucking 806. Those were the fucking days, dude. All right, so I get Enigma staff eventually. I get him a global staff, so becomes a global moderator. Me and Enigma were friends for like that whole entire time, essentially. Like before I was, like even staff in general on PvP or RP, and eventually there was on Russia Pandahut. I was like 18 or some shit. There was this XP glitch where you could like explain it, man. Like I don't something like you buy like canned beans or something. I don't know. I never actually did it. It was Enigma and all of it, like the rest of 806 that made like hella money off of this. Like they all had like 30 million, and Mushy could obviously tell that they were like cheating because we could just literally buy it just a ton of them and just convert it over to bamboo like quite easily. Oh, I remember. You could buy it like you could get unlimited like XP since we were like mods, I guess. I don't remember how we did it. And we would just buy just like I think it was they would just buy like a ton of canned beans from the guy on the Liberator, I think. And you could sell them back to the store for like an insane amount of profit. And eventually, if you just did that for like an hour, I think that you'd make like 2 or 3 million an hour. And you could like convert that over to RP if someone wanted to do that with you. So I knew about this, and I never told. Like I knew that Enigma and Rye Dollar Sign and like all of them were like doing it, and Polar. Like I just never told Mushy like whenever we would like all talk. I just kept them out of it. Like why would I want to snitch on my friends? You know what I'm saying? So I never did, and okay, at this point, I'm not gonna lie, Pandahut was getting exceptionally boring, man. I mean, like, it was going through a quite how it was. Pandahut was not great at this time. Let's say we're in July right now. There's a lot of big changes happening. Like a lot of like this is when Rag leaves eventually. RP is in the shitter right now. Fucking Cern Wall was running head admin back then. What's it called? So as time goes on, me, Polar, and Enigma being the toxic pieces of shit that we were. We had this plan that because and Polar was a full global admin. Me and Enigma were both no. Enigma was a global moderator in RP Supermod, and I was RP Supermod and global Supermod. And I talked to Mushy about it. You know what? I don't have Skype on this computer. Damn. I could have fucking literally seen exactly what it said. I just knew that all I had to do is get my hours up to 40 hours, I think. And then I would have gotten global admin. I was at like 35 hours, so it took me like probably like one more day to get 5 hours, you know what I'm saying? So let's just go, we're in like July 24th, 25th, I think, 2017. So, I guess I'll just go back a little bit. So eventually me, Miku, and God, like, all three of us, like, we just push really hard every single day. Like, it's just, like, pretty consistently to try just get Miku to come back. Like, just comment on this fucking arena YouTube video, dude. Like, and eventually she, like, fucking noticed, like, and cared enough to just even, like, I think she liked my comment. Or, like, she may have, like, commented or something, like, after, like, 6 months of doing that shit. And, like, I don't know, Mushy was so fucking happy back then, dude. He was so happy about that. It was so fucking great. It was hilarious. And, Miku came back, eventually. I guess her and Mushy set aside their differences or whatever, and they became friends again. And I had no problem with Miku being back, but whenever Miku did come back, Mushy stopped talking to me and Godlike, on a consistent basis. It makes sense. They were there before me and Godlike were. And I don't know if Miku really liked me that much. I'm not gonna. Because I was used to being able to pretty much do whatever the fuck I wanted, and me and Outspace would have some funny ass conversations. I'm not gonna tell you exactly what me and Outspace would do, but I believe something about a stripper pole, because something in a cereal pulls. I don't know if you ever met him. It's fucking YouTube video. Oh yeah, I asked Outspace how much fucking money it would cost for me to put the stripper pole in my house and fucking hurt for her to use it, dude. Because I had so much fucking bamboo, so I sell so much bamboo now. And I think Outspace, actually, she genuinely got mad. Normally me and her would just fuck around. We always did just just say whatever we wanted, do whatever we wanted. Because, I don't know, it's fucking me and Outspace. And, she actually genuinely got mad. So I believe she told Miku, and I actually got, a strike for that. And that's when I, stopped caring. I couldn't believe I got a strike for that. Miku gave me the strike. It's still on my forums thing. She gave me another strike again after that for some other reason. So my forums account, I think, is one strike away from getting banned. I'm not sure. Okay, so let's go to this lovely day. I guess we've already made it here. So, me and Storm still talked on a pretty consistent basis, or Chaosius. Ask any OG 13 cop dude. I'm sure they'll tell you about Storm or Chaosius. Brings back some high quality memories. Well, fuck, dude. Oh, this is. Wait a second before I get to that whole fun story. But that's a whole other story in itself. This was the time of the PSD. I'm sure Blueberry. I think Blueberry was a part of that, possibly. I know a lot of people in the FBI were a part of all this. I know Matt was, at least, and Outspace and what's it called? Incognito. And this was I don't know. RP was at a pretty solid point. RP had came back pretty strong. In front, what everyone could see, it was looking pretty nice. But behind the scenes, there was a lot of arguing consistently, and between the administrators. I don't know, it's just not a good time. So me, Enigma, and Polar had this plan for a month, that if we were ever to leave, leave Pandahut in general, that we'd make it worth it, because everything we'd fucking done, every single day, just that much commitment. We'd go on, I think it was an RP, we go on 13. There used to be this command, I don't know if it still exists, because it would be TP down, and you could put a number, and it would TP you that far down, or that you could do TP up or TP north, south, northeast. You could do anything you wanted. You could just instantly teleport wherever you want. Which was more for clearing glitch bases. That's what that was actually for. Which there is a lot of them, surprisingly. And alright, so I was explaining to my friend and in TeamSpeak, and it was me, him, and Storm, and I was explaining to him our me and Polar's and Enigma's our little joke, and it was, go underneath 13 and just put plots in every single place we could, because we were all global staff, so we weren't really new to this glitched base thing. we cleared them every single day, multiple of them. There's so many, like plates and stuff, so you could just put plots down there. And just if you put enough plots everywhere and berries that, because back then it was 24 players, 24/7. Like I would say considerably. I'd say like the smallest amount would be like 18 players, usually. And so Storm recorded me saying that. Like he straight, like literally audio recorded it. Like posted it on YouTube, sent it to Mushy. Man, he was so fucking mad, dude. Like he was done with it, dude. He just straight up, cause in that video it had this whole entire story. Just like it had the glitching money too, and he recorded me saying this, like saying the story, like about like our plan, like if we were ever to like leave Pandahut. I bet it's still on YouTube. I just can't find it. I wish I could find it. It's just him. It's just TeamSpeak of me talking. I remember the video. It was like 3 minutes long, and he sent that shit to Mushy. Mushy sent me a Steam message, or he never talked to me on Skype about it. He just like straight up said like, I can't believe you do this shit. Like, I don't know why you like would keep so much of this stuff away from me, like, and like lie about it and like not tell me about like what there's like a glitch in the server. Like that's your responsibilities. And I agree with him. I mean, like I should have done some things that I didn't do, and I essentially made a threat to the server, which I did. And so since I said Enigma, I mean, man, Enigma got global permabanned, and he's still global permabanned to this day. I actually talked to him like 3 days ago. I'm still in his Discord server. Like, I bet Hardium remembers those days. Like, I know he does. I talked to him about it earlier. Okay, now that was the day of global permaban. Alright, so we were in 2017. I started playing CSGO after all this shit happened. Like, I started playing, like other games, until December 2018. My PC, my motherboard got fried. I had probably 40,000 hours or plus on that fucking one computer, and it was not the greatest computer. Yeah, it was. That's what happens when you leave that bitch on all the time. Just don't care about it. And I still have that PC. I salvaged some parts out of it. So essentially, like what everyone fucking did in 2018. Or no, my computer died in December 2017. 2018 comes around. Quite ironic. So it was December 30. It was New Year's going into 2018. I played Fortnite for the first time. Isn't that a meme? Back in early season 2, I believe. That's when that was. So I ran that shit until I don't even know, like October? Yeah, October of this year, or of 2018. And I got grounded from my Xbox, essentially. Like, I have not had my fucking Xbox since October. December, I got a new PC. It's alright. At least it's a fucking PC. And, December of 2018, I appealed my... I started thinking about Pandahut again, just thought about it. I never, like, forgot about it. And, like, so in November, what's it called? I made a ban appeal for my Discord ban, just see what, everything's, how shit still is. Because I was banned from Discord and TeamSpeak and servers and everything except the forums, essentially. So, I got unbanned from the Pandahut Discord server and joined that back, I guess. And like, I don't know, like a month ago, I guess, or not even a month ago, like 3.5 weeks ago, I made a ban appeal, and it was specifically to Mushy because like it was a really shitty ban appeal. But like I'm just gonna be honest, like there's only one person that would truly understand, other than like, and that'd be Mushy, because he's the only one that knows everything. That because I mean it was me and him situation. So I just basically just sent a fucking message on the forums to Mushy saying like, I would like to be unbanned. It's up to you if I can or not. I mean, it's been fucking almost a year and a half, 2 years now. So I get global unpermaban, and I come back on 13, like 3 weeks ago. And the first thing, let's see, who was the first person I met? I think it was Needless. I think Needless Meaning was the first person I met. Maybe it was Longy. I don't remember. It was one of the two. I think it was actually Longy. And I explained to him who I am. Like, I do exactly what I'm doing right now. And he just says like, damn dude, like holy shit. And I fucking I realized my captain rank was gone. I used to be a police captain on 13. I didn't. That's all new. Normally, like how it used to be is even if you just went active for a long ass time, you would get your police rank never taken away. But it's a good idea that you get it taken away. I don't deserve to be a captain anymore because that was from a whole different time. So I played for a couple days. Reapplied the chief, and hopped back on 10. Started PvPing again. Started getting a little better, like how I used to be. Still pretty shit at PvP. It's been a fucking while, and it's pretty much where we are today almost. It's been quite the ride on fucking Pandahut. I don't know if you have a question for me. I mean, I joined the FBI. I've worked my way up the ranks there. I joined Black Mamba, or fucking Black Mamba, and that's like the bandit group on 10. Speaking of your chakra, um, I don't exactly know why everyone thinks so highly of me. I mean, I did what I did to get global permaband, but I don't know. Everyone thinks that I'm like a god or something. Like everyone, like Matt Cobra was so excited to finally talk to me, and I was so confused. Like all these people, like I guess it's kind of weird. Like I was here before Aaron was. I got banned before Aaron was even a part of Pandahut. And now, like, I didn't even know who he was. Like, but he's like a head admin now. Pablo. Apparently, he got like, I don't even know. He got like, someone hacked his stuff, and he had to make a whole new account. I'm not really 100% sure on all that. No, his name's like Incognito or something. I don't even know. I'm not really sure. I haven't talked to him since, like before all this stuff happened. But I enjoy, I guess, coming back to Pandahut. It's everyone's welcomed me back. Actually talked to J Rock today on 10 for like a little bit with Blueberry. Blueberry, if you want to talk, I'm down with it. Any kind of a life lesson. I mean, uh, I guess if you want to really stick with something, you could stick with it. Like everything's gonna have good and bad times. And I guess I attempted to stick with it for as much as I did, but I just made a fuck up decision and just got global banned. I deserved for my punishment, and I got my punishment relief. I guess for it's been so long. Everyone's like welcomed me back pretty nicely. There's a lot of nice new people I've met. It's pretty dope. Some things are much better now, and some things are I liked a little bit better back then. But can't always have my way. It's perfectly fine with me. I kind of like how Pandahut is now. It's perfectly fine. I think that they did well with some things. Speaking of Mushy, how's my relationship with Mushy now? Um, we talked, we DM'd over Discord a couple days ago. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and see what it said. See, isn't that funny? Fucking, he's on right now. Let's see. I don't even know what we're talking about. Essentially, the reason I got to start talking to him is, what's it called? I just said I wanted to talk, and I just needed my cats, and we just had a full on conversation about all the stuff that had happened, and I got abandoned things, and if I should become staff again or not, and what I should do. I think I've decided I'm gonna go back to global staff today. I don't know about RP staff or not. I got a vouch from J Rock. I couldn't even do that the fucking first time, and the first time it was essentially I had to make a piece of paper and get accepted instantly. Like this time, I don't have that luxury. Just another person as everyone else. But I'd say me and Mushy's relationship is perfectly fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Unless he feels otherwise. It wasn't really difficult. Joining the FBI, it took me 2 days to get chief, Easy memes. Back in the old days, I could literally get chief. I could go from chief to captain in probably 4 days. But I'm not gonna do that. There's rules now. You have to have a certain amount of hours. So I genuinely waited my time as chief, and I died of starvation. That sucks. Why am I? Shit. All right, 1 second. Alrighty, let's come back to this. What do you think about the groups of Pandahut starting from cops to bandits at present on both 10 and 13? Alright, I guess I'll start on 10 because that's what you asked for. I don't know. I liked how 10 used to be, but those people are gone. That group is not. They fell apart for the reasons that it did back then. So 10 is eventually was bound to be taken over, and it obviously did by Black Mamba. So if you can't fucking beat him, you might as well join him. So that's what I did. So, I'm a bandit, drug lord, kidnapper on 10, which I guess is kind of cool because it's a change from being a cop. That's all I ever was before. And 13, I kind of like it. It's like a much better system of what it used to be. The rules are very different though. It's just there's so much shit I had to learn so quickly. I don't know. There's just so much stuff. I really enjoy how the FBI works. I think it has pretty good leadership. It's pretty good ideas on everything. There's not really any corruptness. I don't see any way of it failing unless a lot of drastic shit happens. It's basically some improved upon the PSD, and I believe it was like RPD before. It's just gotten better and better, and like it genuinely you have to apply to get in now, and like it's just high level stuff. Same for like you have to apply to get into bandit groups. Like that never happened before. Like it's so different. Like it takes actual skill for some things to get into. I kind of wish there was more balance though. I mean, I kind of like Offset's whole thing. Like Offset and Pangu and Zeus on 13. I mean, it added balance to like the FBI. I mean, it's not really fun when just the fucking FBI is so good that like nothing else can stop it. Like if like a whole like bandit group can just get shut down so easily. I mean, at least it gives us something to do, like rescue kidnaps and stop raiding. It's quite fun. Come up with strategies to take it down. And on 10, we can just raid however we feel and, grow berries, do what we want to do. Like how everyone's just listening to me. Currently, you're a police. What do I think about the FBI as an officer? Well, I think it's a pretty solid. Like I think I really enjoy it as a group, to be honest. It's very good like leadership and management. Like I mean, I can choose which path I'd like to go on. Like I tried tactician. I mean, like it's like strategic planning with an outspace led that. I mean, it's all right. I didn't really enjoy it, so I went back to normal patrol. And there's another option that I could go to that's like undisclosed. And then I guess I mean there's just so much things that you can do. I mean I kind of enjoy it. Like there's genuinely if there's a rescue, you can just call that out in chat, and like everyone will come and try and stop that. Like if there's 8 police rescuing, I mean we could have a whole ass team pulling in, and everyone has a specific job. And I don't know, it's so much better that way than it used to be. Just so much smarter. And we actually use Discord now. That's a fucking plus. Instead of using TeamSpeak, that's what Pandahut used to be, if anyone was still around for all that. It's literally all Discord now. Which is quite nice. As a police chief, you got any advice for news that's uprising officers of Pandahut Roleplay? I don't know, I guess just do your best. Like, you definitely need to read over the rules. There's a lot of rules that there is now in RP. I mean, I guess, yeah, that goes for all people, like, all newbies in general. Like not even as just police. Like, there's so many fucking rules now. Like, and so it's like some things are so like specific. Like, can't even talk anymore. I've been talking for so long. Like, I don't know. It's a fucking water. Hold up with. Oh, I spilled water all over me. That's dope. Oh, it's really cold. I mean, I definitely would recommend the rules, and if you want to PvP, like I still don't get why you don't spawn in a certain room. Explains that it's a roleplay server, or if it's if it's a roleplay server on 10 or 13. I mean, I could see how that would cause issues, like just how like it would back in the day. But like, I don't know. I feel like that could prevent so much KOS. I mean, it's the same fucking problems they had back then we have like now. At least it's a lot better, and there's a lot of more actives. As a current global mod, do you got any advice for those fellas who are currently applying? Brother, I am not a global mod, but I mean, let's just say I was a global mod. I guess I guess I could explain. I mean, when I was, I would just say, just be like really active, and like you have to like, you just can't be like an overall douchebag. You can't get banned. You can't. You just have to be a good, perfect child, and like you have to get those vouchers. You have to get all 5 of them if you're like under 18 years of age. Remember, those vouchers are pretty hard to get. I feel that I'm doing that right now. I have to do it again. I'm not any more special than the guy around me. What do you hate most as an RP player at Pandahut? I don't even know, man. What do I hate the most? It's got to be like the KOS. Like that shit. It's just so stupid. Like I kind of wish that like if someone KOSs like more than one person, I believe that you should just be able to go and pop them. Like, because they're just gonna get worse and worse. Usually past, I don't know, what, 30 Central Time and like 1:30 Eastern Time, the mods have gotten off. I mean, I don't blame them. I was once a mod myself. Like that shit is so fucking tiring. Like that's all you do. Just deal with mods it to mods it to mods it to mods it all fucking day. Like I don't blame them in One Piece. Like they don't get as much, like credit as they should. You'll never understand until you become one. I gotta be honest, being RP staff is way harder than it is being global staff. Global staff is much more laid back. Oh yeah, so the judge system and mayor. So the mayor thing was started, like back when I started playing. I think it started in like that February or that March. I don't remember. I remember who the first mayor was. It was I4 Sheep. I forgot who the other first mayor was. I mean, Voxy is the current mayor now. Me and Voxy used to play together, back then. He would vouch for that. We used, kind of chill now. I mean, kind of wish Voxy's a little bit more active, but, I'm sure he's got his own shit to deal with, and I feel like I completely understand. I mean, we've gotten older, and, like, have actual stuff to deal with now, more responsibilities. Can't just be on fucking Pandahut 24/7 anymore. I think it's an overall okay idea. Like there's a mayor. I mean, it makes more sense for role play in general, I guess. Like there's like the whole police force, and they all go to this one, like the mayor, and like the mayor will set rules, and he'll have 4 or 5 people that'll advise him, and do whatever, supply money for like the police force, or like building plans, like homeless shelter. Like me and like Voxy and I, like we made a homeless shelter, and like the what's it called, like the public generator thing. I think that's a really great idea, and we never, that was kind of a thing back then, but like where you just build a thing, and like mayors access, get like the unlimited generators. Um, it'll definitely plan on the foreseeable future. I'm kind of a dumbass in general. Most of the time, I'm grounded. But I'm about to turn 16 pretty soon, so hopefully I'll be able to drive. So I'll never be like how it used to be. I won't be able to ever be as active as I used to be. I have like responsibilities. Like fucking jobs and stuff. Like gotta make that money. Shit's ass, but it's you just gotta do what you gotta do. And I mean, hopefully, I'll be active for like a longer period of time, and I probably will become staff again on probably both. I just have to decide if I want to do that again. I don't know how I feel about becoming RP staff. I mean, I know I'm gonna fucking guilt trip myself into doing it because shit is, RP can always use more staff. They can always use more staff in general, I guess. So yeah, I think I'll be pretty active for a long period of time. You think about all those Panda veterans. Noob Dog and Orange. I mean, I'd say that they're not the only one. Noob Dog, Orange. I'd say Outspace. Saw saw J Rock today. That's wild, dude. He was here like years before I was. I don't even know. Car's still here. He just has a different name now. I mean, Abstract Shadows apparently still here. Mason Bruce is still here. He's still a fucking mod too, dude. Damn. Wild West. What's it called? Melon. Tasty Melon got admin. Me and fucking mods together back in the day, dude. It's pretty wild. I mean, I think it's pretty dope. I mean, they basically never made the mistakes I did. They just, oh yeah, Cookie. I don't know. I talked to. I was never really chill with Cookie. I mean, I kind of knew Cookie. I don't know. I was never like pretty close friends. Oh yeah. I remember who it was. Cookie and Legally Blonde. 316 Noscopter. I wonder where is Milk Bucket, dude? Where did that legend go? Milk Bucket and Bob Ross. Dude, I would pay anything to fucking see Milk Bucket and Bob Ross. No fucking way. No fucking way. You're telling me I talked to Bob Ross yesterday and I didn't even know it? Oh my fucking god, dude. That's so dope, dude. Dude, where the fuck is Milk Bucket at, dude? Like, where is that kid? That guy was such a legend. He puts Offset to shame, dude. Do you want to see some people that are fucking good at rating, dude? Off Milk Bucket consistently clapped my ass for just the whole time I was a fucking cop, dude. He's a god. Fucking love that kid. That guy was a legend. Dude, Milk Bucket has to be like fucking 18 now. 18 or 19. Damn, dude. He was like 3 years older than I was. Fucking Milk Bucket, dude. That's Jesus Christ. Yeah, I knew Duke. Duke was a mayor at one point. Like I remember him. He was like, I guess he's had a lot of mayor terms since then, but I mean, he was kind of one of the earlier mayors of 13 or 10. I don't remember. One of them. Oh yeah, Klockman. I fucking remember him, dude. He was the new Storm essentially. Before whenever Storm decided to leave for a little while. Klockman. I mean, he's an actually pretty good guy. Him and Drop Bar. Now Supreme Leader. That's his name now, I believe. They were always pretty good friends. Him. Oh wait. What was he like? Federix. Federix. I heard he's still around. Maybe Klockman and Federix. And they were just Federix was his fucking butt buddy, dude. No, it's fine with it. I mean, don't know who that is. You know, I kinda Matt. I think I met him one time when he was a fucking nub, dude. Like when Matt Cobra was a straight nub. Yeah, Klockman was here before I was here. Klockman was an OG, dude. But Matt was a nub, dude. I think I genuinely met him one time. Wait, Klockman's still here? Hmm. I saw on the forums he made like a goodbye post or some shit. I was quite surprised. I guess that makes sense. Wait. Hey, AJ, can you unmute Blueberry? Can you let him talk for a little bit? Apparently he knows about this, as I don't know. Oh, he made it. Blueberry, speak. I don't really know what happened about to Klockman. I was kind of banned.